Oof. Yeah, this VST is fire, guys. Yo, what it do, guys? Flipside back here with Producer Dojo. So I just found this new VST, and in my opinion is perfect for making some dark and moody melodies for your trap beats. And this VST is called TrapSoul by Infinite Audio. Now, part of the reason why I wanted to show you guys this VST is because right now it's going for $5 on their store. Now, I'm not being sponsored or paid by these guys, but I just really wanted to show you guys this VST, show off the type of sounds that come with it, and I'll be cooking up a quick beat just so you guys can decide for yourself if this is a VST that you'll want to pick up. And if there are any other VSTs you guys want me to review, just leave them down in the comments and I might make a video on it. Alright, so when we open up TrapSoul, we see it's a pretty well done VST, has the ADSR down here, some LFO, so glide and reverb, pretty customizable. But when we go up here and we click on the presets, you'll see that we have tons of different presets we can choose from. And this is really where this VST shines, because a lot of these presets sound really fire right from the get-go. Alright, so the first thing that I did to make that beat you guys heard at the beginning is I opened up a keys preset inside TrapSoul. It's called Hendrix. And I also paired it with a pad inside TrapSoul, and the preset is called Say It. And I basically just copy and pasted the pattern from the keys onto the pad. And here's how the pattern sounds. And as you guys heard, that pad kind of brought some more ambient and space in the mix. And the next thing that I did is I sent the keys to a mixer track. I pulled up a parametric EQ, and I cut off some of the sub and a little bit of the low mids. I then sent it through some RC20 to get that wobble effect. Lastly, I threw on some reverb. I kind of just left it how it was, but I brought the size of the room up really big. Next up, I sent the pad to a mixer track, and I threw on a parametric EQ, cutting off a little bit of the sub again, and then some of the mid around the 1400 hertz range. And then I also brought the treble down a little bit. Next, I threw on some reverb, and then I also opened up an ozone imager to basically kind of give it some more width inside the mix. And then lastly, what I did for this part of the melody is I just brought the pitch up 1 octave on both the keys and the pad. And then I threw halftime on both of them. The preset that I have for the halftime is as I set it to 1 bar. And here's how that sounds. So after I exported that out into a WAV file, what I did is I opened up a bell inside TrapSoul, and this preset is called Sex Charm. And as you guys can see, I also have Kales opened up, and I'm going to be using this to control the bells preset. And if you guys have seen my previous tutorials, you guys know that I use this VST to help me stay in key when I want to write out melodies really quickly on the piano. And that's just because I don't really know how to play the piano too well, and this kind of just helps me stay in key. I have a whole tutorial on how to use Kales, so if you guys are interested in how to do that, I will link that down below. And then here is the bell melody that I came up with. I then set the bells to a mixer track, and as you guys can see, I have quite a few plugins on here. I have a compressor, I threw in a parametric EQ, cutting off a little bit of the sub, a little bit of the bass, and also kind of boosted around the 1600 hertz range, and also boosted just a tiny bit right up here in the treble. I threw on some RC20 for that vintage wobble effect again, and then I threw on some delay, some reverb, and lastly, I threw on a Shaper Vox plugin, and basically what I'm using Shaper Vox to do is I'm having it pan back and forth. So if you have headphones on, you'll probably be able to hear that the bells are panning left and right throughout the melody. The next thing that I did is I threw on some vocal stabs from TrapSoul, because TrapSoul has some pretty good Vox presets. And the Vox presets that I have inside TrapSoul are no flex and low O. And here's how it all sounds together. Alright, so now to finish this up, I'm going to add some drums to it and lay this out into a quick pattern for you guys.